Okie dokie, we are here for another Star Rail episode. Yes, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to play Wuthering Waves or Star Rail today. I want to play both. So I'm gonna try to pace myself a little bit. I can't promise it's gonna be both, okay? But I'm gonna try to pace myself a little bit. Also, I need to get back to Impact Third, which again might be tonight. So, which means that would be 3 streams at least, and then I want to play ZZ too, but not enough time for that. So we'll probably do ZZ another day. So many gotcha games, so little time. All right, so let's click everything.
This is Madame Herda, or better known as Member 83 of the Genius Society. In her childhood, she solved the solitary waves theory and the spark model hypotheses. In her adolescence, she found the sigma baryons conversion method. In middle age, she proposed the Herda sequence.
She's
and
middle-aged?
published a paper on de-aging.
And de-aging, so she's middle-aged, but then she de-aged. Okay, makes sense.
In her senior years, she managed to reverse her own age via de-aging, and went on to solve the mystery of the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and even captured and sealed a stellaron. Madame Herda has saved the planet she was on from destruction 19 times, and has met the eons twice. This space station is her property.
Interesting. That's actually interesting. I didn't remember this portrait being here. I'm sure I clicked on it some. I remember these being here for sure. I wonder if she has like extra
Member
stuff
4
on
of the Genius Society, a woman full of mystery. Many people in the society died by her hand. I haven't heard anything about her for many years, but I firmly believe she is still alive.
That's confirmed in
Lord of
Amphoris.
Silence, if you're here, if you're listening, I'm Member 83 Herda, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
She didn't seem very nice. All right.
Zendar
Ooh.
Kulbara, Genius
Zendar.
Society Member 1. I hung up his portrait purely out of respect. Without
he's-
him, there would be no Genius Society today. Frankly, I don't know what he has achieved. None of his books
He
and
created
inventions
news.
have survived.
He created
but
news.
there's gotta be a place for the founder of the society, right?
Well, oh, that's interesting. So Herda didn't even know that he created news. That's actually surprising. So the Stellron Hunters knew, but Herda didn't. Or maybe because it was rumor, Herda doesn't take that as like truth. That's probably more likely. She probably knows the rumors. Because Kafka mentions that it's rumors, right? So, Silverwolf says, I hope the rumors are not true. I don't want to be a Xandar hunter, which makes no sense, but that's okay. Maybe we check out the lore of this guy.
Aiden, member 22 of the Genius Society.
I don't know anything about
the
this
most
guy.
selfless and the strangest one. He spent his whole life helping others. Personally, I don't see the point.
Oh. Her selfishness is coming out, but that's okay.
But the society is famous thanks to him. The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation has been trying to find a replacement ever since his death.
Okay, so he's confirmed
They searched for
that.
many amber eras, but no genius was willing to lower their head to the IPC. Until they found me.
Okay, so she's been helping out that.
Oh,
IPC.
Elias Salas? Such a lovely old fellow. He is member 56 of the Genius Society, one of the only 2 publicly elected ministers in the society's history. Be grateful to him. He created the synesthesia beacons and overrange remote sensing, the cornerstones of modern cosmic communication. However, he did not disclose his inventions to the public. So I hereby
Interesting.
certify that the rights of these 2 technologies belong to the Intelligentsia Guild. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the guild, but it is impressive that they managed to reproduce Elias Salas's inventions.
Alright, and then
Member
Squirrel.
76 of the Genius Society, Screwlum. I've known him for a long time. He's a really good man, a gentleman with an exceptional mechanical mind. I've learned a lot from him. Recently, I have been working with him and Ron May on a project. I hope this project can help us get closer to the greatest mystery of the universe.
Okay, cool. And that would be that. So, do we have to go back in? Oh no, it's a side quest. Okay. I was about to say, we were already in there.
It's still early. Where to now?
Sure.
People who buy that think smart water raises their
I have 10 life insurance policies.
Interesting.
Space station.
I want to do the main story quest. Let's do it. Alright, let's... Oh man, I got goosebumps going on to the Astro Express for the first time. Alright, I have to remember how to, like, find my stuff. That's right. We'll just do this. I was in the wrong area. Okay, so I can cross right. Oh, March is right there. Cool. Let's see. I do have the volume up on this game a lot more because I want everyone to be able to hear and enjoy.
Hey, I heard the news. You're coming with us on the express, right? Do I even need to say it? I think we're becoming fast friends. Isn't that enough? But you look like you've got something on your mind. Come on, out with it. Getting nostalgic already?
Sure.
You know, when you were passed out, all I thought was I had to look after you. And then you picked up the bat? Just incredible! In the blink of an eye, you knocked that big fella into Mr. Yang's black hole and saved me.
Oh, is that what happened?
You properly
So
yet.
Mr. Yang created. I didn't get that the first
We're not splitting
time.
up here.
Nah, we're not splitting up here. Oh, that's so sweet. That's actually super sweet. Nah, we're not splitting up here. And it's really funny. I didn't get that the first time. So we knocked it back, and Welt made a black hole using you know, his cane, and it went into the black hole. Okay.
I'd like to know too. I was already on the train when I woke up. I was just drifting out there in space and got picked up by the express. Amazing, right? Crazy stuff like that? Not too often. It sure freaked me out. But every encounter I've had since coming aboard the express has been strange to say the least. For example, going to the desert to catch something called a sandfish, correcting a gravitational field to flip an upside-down castle, or almost getting my head cracked open by a galena ball falling from the sky while trying to avoid a sleeping reindeer on the road. Huh. Looking back now, it all seems quite dangerous. But I had the crew there with me,
Seems
so the
quite
problems
dangerous.
didn't seem all that bad. Of course you should! Why wouldn't you? There's only 4 of us now, plus Pom Pom.
Each of us can have our own
Hey,
carriage to
first
sleep
time,
in.
I don't know how to
You
pronounce your
wouldn't
name
have
at
the heart
all.
to leave your carriage unmanned, would you?
Well, welcome. I'm gonna call you Dan, unless you have a butcher it or else. It's a great name. I can't even begin to say it. I have someone that's a regular viewer of mine named Topside, and it reminded me of his at first, and it was so it's Lee Portal Dan something. Okay, Lee Portal Dan Bolt. That's what I got. It's really bad.
Join us. Then it wouldn't be a problem anymore. I'll be waiting for you.
Good, I'll put down the gun. I'm glad I passed. I'm glad I passed.
So, have you thought things through?
Call you chicken? That's fine. I have a friend, a really close friend of mine, who's is literally named Ducks, like the duck. So I'm not unused to people wanting to be called strange animal names. Chicken is just fine with me. Also, don't call Marty McFly chicken though. Bad things happen. All right. I want to join the Express. I still have something to talk to you about him.
Go ahead, speak your mind. There's no need to be so formal. You helped us defeat that big fella anyway. Plus, if we keep making pleasantries, we'll waste a whole day.
True.
You've done me a huge favor by defending the space station from the Antimatter Legion. And know that while Herta may not admit it, she owes me one. She won't refuse me if I ask for a favor in return.
Oh, that makes sense that you're user.
And it's probably
totally
not
fine.
too much to ask for a rare item from the space station,
Well, it's very
right?
nice to meet you, chicken. All right.
How about we continue talking on the Express? I'll make you a cup of coffee. My special blend.
It's really funny because Honkai Impact the third Himiko is all about drinking booze and stuff, and she's all about drinking coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker.
I was ready ages ago. I've been here so many times before. It should have just been an ordinary trip for me. But everything's not so ordinary anymore, is it? Walking the same path over and over will never be the same. There will always be something new. That's the meaning of trailblazing.
Yeah, so chicken, I play anime-related games. I have an anime YouTube channel that I have all my streams saved on. But anyway, I've been stuck in gacha land since July of last year. They convinced me into the Honkai world, and my most popular game right now is Honkai Impact the Third. So I'm replaying Star Rail after playing Honkai Impact the Third in order to see if there's like any new things or anything I can see. Also, I'm playing the guy this time. So I played the girl last time. So it's been what, 8 or 9 months since I caught up with the story and stuff. So I'm zeroing down and seeing everything I missed and stuff like that. So
As always, to follow in the footsteps of Akivili.
I'm gonna be so
Sometimes we
hooked
stop
up
in
on
other
the
worlds,
lore.
and we'll continue to do so.
I'm gonna be like the
There are
greatest lore
countless
master
next
of
stops
these
in the
games.
galaxy.
Watch me.
I love the vast reaches of space, and the Express does too. I want to seek out new worlds, and the Express wants to return to its former path. Because you're different. Well, that might be the biggest reason. It's not the only one.
Don't
I
lie.
think you
Don't
need a
lie
chance.
to me. Don't lie to
A
me.
chance to discover just how different you really are from everyone else. Everybody keeps telling you how special you are and how you have a Stellaron inside you. But that's already plain as day to you. And no matter who tells you, be it me or Herta or anybody, it's not the same thing as feeling it yourself.
Oh,
You have to experience enough to know if you've gained or lost anything because of the Stellaron, and to know who you really are.
so I have read data banks in the past. Like my original file on this game is all caught up. Like I've already done patch 3.8. However, towards the beginning of this game, I was convinced that I wouldn't like this game because it was a gacha game. It was the first major gacha game I ever played. And the people at Anime Expo, I go to Anime Expo every year, they've been trying to talk me into playing Star Rail for years. And last year, we all know that Saber came. And I was all like, you guys have a 3D model of Sable? And she looked incredible in the trailer that they showed me. Like, they specifically got me to play the game because Saber was in it from Fate. Fate Works, yes. So, honestly, if you look at my playthrough of the original... In fact, let me go ahead and... just real quick. If you look at my playthrough, you can see that I'm not excited. Like, I was new to streaming at the time, so the content wasn't that good. But let's see. Actually, I have playlists everywhere, right? Yeah. So there is where are you? I just welt to Kakashi right there. But I have a Star Rail playlist, my original Star Rail, somewhere here. Oh, it's right here. Saber's on the cover right there. But yeah, so all my saved stuff are right there as far as like streams. And now I'm stuck playing gacha games for like the rest of my life, it would appear. So I play all of them. If you guys want to talk about lore or anything, I play all of them. I had over 100 people in my channel during Christmas and stuff when I was playing Impact
Learn
the
to
Third.
control the Stellaron,
but
and
right
then
now,
you can control your destiny.
I have a hard time streaming on time because I'm in between jobs.
Might still be an enigma.
But I'm about to get hired on Tuesday at like a huge job. So the thing is, I'll have like dedicated streaming times. So I'm hoping to get hired on Tuesday. But yes. Do you like Saber now? HSR, I meant HSR. I love HSR. So HSR, so when I started playing HSR, I started playing not liking it, and then once I got to Pelcony, my whole attitude changes. I loved Pelcony. I thought Pelcony was great. HSR, I can say right now, is my favorite game of all time. And that's why I'm replaying it. It's actually the first of the gacha games that I'm going back and replaying. Because the story is so great. I wanted to see things that didn't make sense back then. Because I didn't have the Honkai Impact the Third knowledge and stuff like that. So anything that I didn't think that made sense back in the day, that's why I'm replaying the game. Yeah, HSR is my favorite game. Absolutely. I think it's better than Final Fantasy X. I think it's better than, oh my goodness, Zelda Ocarina of Time. I thought I would never say a game was better than that. But yeah, no, HSR, I will glaze all day.
But the fact of the matter is, it's a part of you. And you have to embrace this before you can move forward into the future. So, have you thought things through?
So you didn't answer me. Yeah, so I do know about the mass. My knowledge is pretty good there, but not perfect. So I haven't gone a deep dive. I do know that Sampo is Sparkle's mentor and maybe more powerful than Sparkle was when he wasn't retired. I do know that there is a lot of leaks that I get specifically, and yes, 5-star Sampo, it's in the works. But yeah, those same people that they tell me things. Yes, I do. And like I said,
come with me.
I'm sure there's going to be some elation stuff that's going to take me a little... Oh, just a second. We got some cinema here.
Let's go.
I'll be waiting
Time to get on.
till we make
I remember when this first happened, I didn't have the same goosebumps I have now. Like, I literally have goosebumps right now.
I'm over here.
Come with
I'm
me,
still not
take
a
the
Pom Pom fan,
journey.
though, and I know that's gonna make some people cry, but I'm still not one of those.
Hey, you over there looking dumbfounded. Yes, Pom Pom's talking to you. Himiko
I like
told
the
Pom
song.
Pom about your situation. Now listen up. Pom Pom.
But I'm really excited about the Elation Ward at O-Star. I know that they took all the Japanese out of it. I was one of the people that was really bummed about that because of the, the Japanese lore with Sparkle and stuff. It's just not going to feel exactly right. But the thing about it is, hopefully they didn't take a lot out that would actually like ruin the place. I guess we'll see it when we actually get there. I did some trailer reactions. And from what I saw in the trailer, we couldn't see a lot of it, but what we did see was very basic. So I hope that there is some like really cool things to look at. Like they need to go to town with Edo Star to make it like the place we want it to be. Because Pelcony was so well done and Forius was so well done. I feel like it's going to be a letdown if it's like the Zanzu or Belbog or just a watered down version of what we were supposed to get. I hope that's not the case.
We'll only say this once. Pom Pom's sure there have been lots of people telling you how special you are lately. But this is the Astral Express.
I did not get that. Oh my goodness. So it's I've been a little bit under the rock, so I'm a big lore master. I like take notes on everything and whatnot. I did not realize Edo's Star name was changed because I had been purposely under a rock a little bit because ever since they moved it back, it was supposed to come out January 29th, and when I knew that the war with Japan and China over with the war that they're having, or the silent war right now, the thing about it is I knew it was going to get watered down. I didn't want to know how bad, or there's a lot of people on YouTube that like to say, oh, Star Rail's over, blah blah blah, Star Rail's done, and I just didn't want to do anything about that. Yeah, okay, let's check the new name. Oh, did you hear the news though? I was going to post it on my YouTube, but the news is Fortnite made a deal with Star Rail, and Star Rail's going to be featured in Fortnite. Kafka and Blade, I believe, are the characters. I heard that this morning. I have proof too. I saw the trailer. Is that the name of it? Well, that's terrible. So are they just gonna make it like Pelcony? Edo Star is no longer expected to be the immediate destination and is undergoing significant potential total reworks. The heavily rumored Japanese-inspired cyberpunk theme. You know why it was going to be special is because Silverwolf was the cyberpunk stuff, likely due to the tensions. Plancardio or Planicardia replacement planet has been identified as a new destination replace. Oh, did you know? So that means this is a different planet. This isn't Edo Star. Edo Star is still in the lore. That means Edo Star is still a planet we may visit someday. They changed the planet in order to keep the planet intact. So this is actually really smart. When the political tensions go down, they plan to reuse Edo Star. That's what this means. So they changed the planet, not renamed the planet. They're replacing the destination. Destination replacing. So even though the Elation, this is just another planet by the Elation. This isn't Edo Star. Or even a replacement for Edo Star. That's way better than I thought that was going to be.
Since you chose to board, you can abide by the rules.
You're not the only special
That
one
means
here.
Edo Star
You'd
still
best remember
chronically
that.
exists inside the
I'm
game.
Pom-Pom, the conductor. Just come find me if you have any trouble.
Well, we found out some. I think it's pretty great news. Well, I really like the music here. I didn't remember the music. I'm old now, so that I wonder if I get the news on this still. No, no. Okay, so let's talk to people.
Oh, it's you. How do you feel?
By the way, Welt has always been one of my favorite characters when I originally played this game, because he knocked my, Stellaron power out. I knew from the start I was going to like this guy. I used my golden chip to get Welt instead of Ron May. And, everyone says, no, you don't do that. But I've never regretted it. I do have Ron May in this group, though. I'm doing it the right way now. And then we're playing it after, almost a year. So we're doing it the right way now because I want different characters and I want, I want to re-experience this game in the best way I can. Whilst seeing stuff that I wouldn't have noticed without playing Impact the Third. By the way, did you guys notice the destruction in the space station? It's very much like Honkai energy in Honkai Impact the Third. I think the corruption is the same. I know that there's little Honkai energy inside Star Rail because of the eons, but there is still some Honkai energy. And by the way, that the corruption on the space station is like a precursor to the Honkai breaking through the eons, built up wall and everything that Quick Plotch is building. So the Honkai will be here eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Thus the name Honkai Star Rail.
I'll check you out in a minute. In any case, I have to thank you for saving March.
Yeah, Welt would have been just a second too late, but Welt literally created a black hole that sent that thing bye-bye. Like, Welt is the Kakashi of Star Rail. Like, there's a lot of Naruto references in both Honkai games, and Welt is basically Kakashi. What? They better release new 4 starters. Been a year. Yeah, so that's actually been yeah. And by the way, I was one of the first people that called Sparky not Sparkle. I knew, and the new trailer kind of confirmed it. But Sparky is not Sparkle. It's literally a different entity. But yeah, they better release a new 4 starter. It's been a year. Yeah, I heard that there is a lot of complaining in the Star Rail community that they need to get some new 4 stars because 4 stars, you can't have groups with all 5 stars all the time. They don't want that. They want more strategically, like placing the right 4-star with the right group of 5 stars and stuff like that. I don't know if I agree or not. I think it's not good for everyone to be a 5-star. I think there's a lot of characters that should be 4-star, but I think it's hard for a game of this caliber to make someone's favorite character into a 4-star. That's just my opinion. Welt from HSR is the same Welt from HI3. That is correct. So I know all the lore because I played HI3 as well. So anyway. I don't recommend you going back to play HI3 if you like HSR. They're very different games. It's nice to know Welt in both games, but Welt's more of a supervisor in HI3 than he is a fighter. Now, he does do some cool things with the core reason, like rebuild his body and things like that. But Welt has the core reason here, and Welt is stronger in Star Rail than he ever was in HI3. Well, I have them all E6. Please game a new 4-star. I played HI3 already. It was my first gacha. Okay, so you know the story well. Yeah. So well after the next game in the Honkai verse, it's AP it's something invasion, right? It's coming up. After the 2-year events of that game, that's when Welt goes into the Star Rail universe with what's his name? I'm blanking on it. First Divine Key, Data Archives, or whatever, something Archives, right? I'm blanking on his name for some reason. He looks just like Otto. But he comes to the Star Rail universe with him. And that's, you guys save me too. I could just stand and watch. When Welt talks about Icarus to Acheron, that's him talking about Kevin in HI3. When Welt talks to, I'm trying to remember. I really like this song. I'm just like vibing to it. When Welt talks, on to Zanzu, when Welt like has a heart attack after seeing Locha, that's because Locha is like the body double of Otto, and Otto and Welt has a very steamy past. Otto betrays the American branch of Jigsaw back in like the 1950 area, 60 area. He betrays him, and Welt takes that portion of the America Jigsaw branch and creates AE, which is a opposing force to Otto. So him and Otto used to be quite close.
All I did was calm that thing inside you down temporarily. I don't want to frighten you, but the truth is you won't ever be in the clear while it's still inside your body.
So I don't think they are. There's some specific differences, but I'm going to tell you a very unpopular position that I have that no one else has, and I've never been wrong about a Star Rail and Honkai HI3 theory yet, even though the whole Honkai the Third community has told me I'm wrong. But I have not been wrong yet. I was right about Firefly. I was right about the Stellron Hunters. I was right about the Eons keeping the Honkai out. It's not confirmed, but it's everything but confirmed. Like everything points to the Eons keeping the Honkai out right now. I was right about Welt having his core reason. That is confirmed now. So this is my very unpopular opinion. That everyone tells me I'm wrong. I do think Himiko from Honkai the Third and Himiko from HSR is super intertwined, if not the same being. And there's reasons I have for it. One of the reasons is when you go to the Kuro thing, if you take Himiko as a character and click on her sword from HI3 and Herta's like Curio collection, it will give you a new set of dialogue that no other character has, and it will say like this person was reborn from the flames. Himiko is a fire type in this, and so was Himiko in HI3. They never found Himiko's body because again she fell into the Sea of Quanta, so where did that data go? I think if Himiko is not the same Himiko in Star Rail, she is connected to the same Himiko, like maybe the same Himiko's living inside of her. I 100% believe that they are very connected. Now, also, the Sky People from HI3 is after Himiko from Star Rail. They are after her. Now, everyone perceives the notion is because Himiko in the Star Rail universe can create energy and the Sky People need her. But it's not specifically said that they're after her for that energy creation. They are after her for unknown reasons, and that is why Welt went to the Star Rail universe in the first place. He left behind his kid and his wife, Tesla, which honestly, he shouldn't be married to Tesla. I don't know why they would do that. He should be married to Himiko here. I think it's far better. But we all know Welt in HI3 told Himiko a lie, which set her down a path that led to her death. And Welt has always blamed himself for it, which is why he felt like he needed to protect this Himiko. And that's why he's in the Star Rail universe, specifically to protect Himiko. That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with you. That's also my theory. Oh, Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone in the universe.
As long as the Stellaron is still in your body, you should be careful what you do. I don't know if Himiko and I can suppress it again. But I won't bore you any longer. So much happened at the space station, you must be tired. There should be some time until the next warp jump, so feel free to walk around and familiarize yourself with the environment.
Yeah, so I intimately believe that Himiko is very connected to Himiko of HI3. And they have confirmed and leaked that we are going to learn more about Star Rail Himiko in the future. If you remember, she's one of the first characters you meet in the game, but we know almost nothing about her. We know that she has a prior relationship with Kafka and that they are maybe come from the same planet. Because she knows Kafka. You can, she pretends not to know Kafka, but it's really poorly done because Kafka doesn't play. Kafka is like literally like, yeah, sure.
What do you think? Does the Astral Express look the same as you imagined?
Yeah, when Kafka replay that conversation again, when Kafka asked for the help with the Zanchu, her and Himiko have an exchange, and the exchange can only make sense if they know each other prior to this conversation. A lot of people believe that Himiko and Kafka hail from the same planet, and that would be the same planet that the Astro Express crashed on. So. There was a rumor of SP and a Himiko SP, but it's not confirmed yet. So yeah, no. So Himiko, I would believe more than Welt, but if Himiko's getting SP, then Welt is gonna get SP because Welt is literally Himiko's protector, and we don't know if Himiko even knows that Welt is just here to protect her. It is alluded, I don't know if you remember, this happened in Amphorius, right? So there was a what-if scenario with the Trailblazer, okay? If the Trailblazer never says yes to the Astro Express, it is revealed that, Welt, within the span of 6 months, finds his way back to Earth. That means Welt is not even trying to find his way back at this point. When the Trailblazer comes on board or whatever, he is literally still here because the Sky People is a threat to Himiko, but also because the Stellaron is a threat to the whole universe, the Stellaron inside of your body. So Welt can literally find his way back home with little effort if the Trailblazer did not jump on the Astro Express.
Everyone on the Express is a passenger. We're all heading towards an unknown destination. Like we're traveling together. Maybe that's why the Trailblaze chose such a look.
It's possible.
Right. March and Don Hung should both be in their rooms right now.
Himiko being part of the Stellaron Hunters, it is possible. But for one thing, so none of the Stellaron Hunters and the Astro Expressers actually hate each other. They're more like, they're more of the same family being mad at each other, right? Himiko treats Kafka in the very same way of her being mad. Now, the only odd man out here is going to be Welt, because Welt did not start in this universe, right? Welt lived most of his life in the HI3 leaf. So, he's going to be the odd man out here, but he does have a history with the Stellaron Hunters since he's known Himiko. I think he's been with Himiko for, 2 or 3 years now, right? So, when we first jump on the Astro Express. So he does have a history with them, which is why he has a little bit of contempt towards them. But again, it's not like hatred. No one on the Astro Express hates the Stellaron Hunters. And the Stellaron Hunters have the whole picture, and I do have a theory about the Stellaron Hunters, that they were originally Astral Expressers as well. So let me tell you my full outlandish theories, okay? Because I'm going to be proven right, and I'm 100% sure. So let me tell you my theories about it. So it's not that Himiko used to be a Stellaron hunter, okay? It's that the Stellaron hunters used to be passengers on the Astral Express. The Astral Express was led by Arcavelli, the Trailblazer. I believe Arcavelli is also Terminus, the Terminus the Eon as well, okay? So we know that Terminus was split up into 100 Black Cats or whatever, and that Terminus deals with time and whatnot. I believe that's actually Arcavelli. So there's one person in the whole Star Rail universe that says Arcavelli's dead, and that's Himiko herself. Now, everyone else says that there was an accident with Arcavelli, okay? Now, the accident is Arcavelli choosing to be Terminus, which caused the Astral Express to fall out. He chose to be Terminus because he knew the threat of the Honkai were coming, and he became Terminus to stop the Honkai, okay? So this is all much larger planned by Arcavelli. I think Arcavelli is Terminus 100%. And that would make the Stellaron hunters who followed Terminus and Elio, who is probably the emanator of Terminus, right? The Stellaron hunters work for Arcavelli the same way the Astral Express work for Arcavelli. Arcavelli and Terminus are the same being, two different sides of the coin. So when Arcavelli is not active, Terminus is active. When Terminus is not active, Arcavelli is active. So the Astral Express and the Stellaron hunters are connected by more than just they know each other. They literally are connected because they follow the same Eon. You want to find Elio to beat him up. Elio looks just like a munchkin. So I don't know if you saw the leak with Elio. He looks very much like a munchkin. By the way, did you know Terminus split up into 10 Black Cats? I wonder what Arcavelli split up to. Something like the Trailblazer, who has yellow eyes? Interesting. Also, I do believe the yellow on the yellow eyes on the cats, reflect Arcavelli, and the blue eyes on the cat reflect Terminus. So that would say both Terminus and Arcavelli dwell in the Black Cats. Yeah, nope, I didn't. I'm talking about Elio. Didn't see the leaks. Oh, you didn't see the leaks on Elio? Yeah, Elio looks like a Genshin character. So there was a leak a couple months back. Give me a sec. Elio leak. Let me see if I can find his picture. Oh, here he is. Okay, so this Genshin looking character is Ellie. No, that's what's his face. I thought that was him for a second. Is that the Elio leak? No, that's not it. Elio sprite leak, maybe. It was all over the place. Maybe they're redoing him, and now it's not actually a leak. He looked like a Genshin character, and let's do what Elio. I guess this was him. He had a goofy hat last time I saw him, though. Yeah, but he actually looks better than I remember him. I remembered him, yeah, it's the leader of the... He looks a little bit better than I remember him. But yeah, that was a big leak a couple months ago. Like, we had his sprite and everything. Everyone thought Elio, including myself, was a cat for a long time. I even thought the Trailblazer might have been Elio. Again, it wasn't a 100% like thought out theory, but now we know the cat is Terminus. That does not mean that we're not Elio. So we'll see. But I do think that the sprite leak shows that we're not Elio, but Elio could actually exist in two different forms. Okay, so you know how Terminus and Arcavelli, if my theory holds, Terminus and Arcavelli are the same Eon. What if the emanator of Terminus and the emanator of Arcavelli are actually somewhat of the same being as well? So Trailblazer and Elio might be like intimately connected. I do think there's something very special about the Trailblazer because of the yellow eyes. It's very reflectionist of Arcavelli. So the unnatural yellow eyes that they chose to go with the Trailblazer is actually the same color scheme that Arcavelli has. Genshin, so I doubt, so this is why I say no to that theory. Genshin is confirmed to be like in timeline of Star Rail, like it takes place 1,000 years before Star Rail. Now that doesn't mean the Genshin Leaf is that doesn't mean the Genshin Leaf specifically is not on the same time frame Star Rail is. It means that there was a Genshin period inside the Star Rail Leaf that led to Star Rail. So I don't think that the Genshin that we know is anything other than another leaf. But it is possible, but not probable, that it's a simulated universe. But we do know that in Star Rail, there was a time that Genshin Impact was actually led into Star Rail.
You can go look for them. You youngsters should get along well.
Also, the proof is in Herta's space station. They have the glider wings from Genshin in there as a curio.
Oh, you know young people. Their rooms always reflect their personality. You can go and have a look around. Also, don't mind Pom-Pom's antics. They're actually pretty interested in you. It's just that we haven't had new
So I actually don't think the Trailblazer is related to Nanook at all. I think the Trailblazer is 100% related to Arcavelli. Again, Nanook has the yellow eyes, but I think that's a misnomer because we know Arcavelli's color is gold, right? So we do have the destruction's power within us, which is the Stellon, and the reason why we can destroy Nanook is the same reason Iron Tomb can destroy Noose, the erudition, right? Iron Tomb was put with a piece of Noose's divine corpus, as Herta put it. A part of Noose was inside Iron Tomb, or a Phynon, or, you know, it's not technically Phynon, but Iron Tomb, right? So Iron Tomb was able to destroy Noose the erudition because it had a piece of Noose inside of it, which is the only way to kill an Eon as powerful as Noose is you need a piece of something from them. The Stellon inside the Trailblazer is the piece of Nanook that is needed to destroy the destruction. The reason why most people can't use Stellons to destroy Nanook is because they're so dangerous and so destructive that they literally destroy anyone who even tries to use it the way the Trailblazer uses it. There's something special about the Trailblazer that allows the Stellon to not kill us. And because we have this going for us, we can use the Stellon's power to eventually take down the nuke, because we have a piece of his divine corpus. So that is why we are connected to the destruction, it's because of the Stellron, not because we're naturally connected to the destruction.
Passengers on the Express for a long while. All right, I won't steal Pom Pom's thunder. If you have any questions, just go ask our conductor.
Yeah, the red skin looks cool. I'm hyped for it too. I could talk about Star Rail all day, guys. Like, one of my favorite things, I'm a really big lore guy. We've been talking for, 40 minutes on Star Rail lore. I could talk about this all day. It's just like anime theories and stuff. Like, Star Rail lore is great.
Here already?
Except for Pom Pom. I could care less about Pom Pom.
Just engaging in pleasantries.
I know almost nothing about Pom Pom. I haven't really looked into Pom Pom. And to tell you the truth, I have no desire to look into Pom Pom. I know Paimon probably has like a special, thing with her in Genshin and everything. But Pom Pom, I know he'll come up as like something special. But till we get to that point, I don't care. So I just don't care. Pom Pom will get something special, and then I'll, put together the puzzle pieces when it's announced or anything. But I have no theories on Pom Pom. I don't want to speak about Pom Pom. The Pom Pom thing, I just don't care about him. And I say that with a heavy heart because I know Agura, who I'm very friendly with, who helps run a Honkai booth at the cons I go to. Like, they sell all the Honkai and gacha stuff, mostly just, ZZ, anything from Holyverse, right? She loves Pom Pom to pieces, and I almost made her cry once saying that I didn't like Pom Pom.
Oh? Why are you interested in her room?
If you're ever watching this, by the way, Pom Pom is great. Don't cry.
Very brave. Very foolhardy. But that is what a trailblazer should be like. March 7th's room is in the express sleeper compartment. She's always running around, so she might not be there.
I do have to say there is a mystery with Pom Pom that Pom Pom can't leave the train ever. And there is a specific reason for that. But I do believe that Pom Pom is the creation of Arcavelli, and that would make sense. So the power that Pom Pom gets to stay alive is directly related to the train and the power it provides. Also, I do believe that Pom Pom is fully aware of the Stellron hunters being past Astro Expressors, obviously, before we arrived. So I do believe that Pom Pom specifically knows that the Stellron hunters are good guys, and Pom Pom's been faking it. Also, there is another thing to my theory that the Stellron hunters are old members of this train. They seem to be able to break into this train's security whenever they want, like Kafka's message about the Zanzu. Pom Pom's either letting them break the security, or he is I think that's it. I think that's the reason. But also, you have to remember, when we remember that we're Stellron hunters, if we appeared back on the train, and the Stellron hunters were on the train, like in our memory. Now you could say they're just reusing assets. Why would they choose to reuse the train asset? So no, I don't think that memory is a case of reusing assets.
Dan Hong's room? Oh, you mean the archives? He's just sort of living in there, I guess. I can't be bothered getting him out. March 7th's room is right next to the archives. You can visit him on the way.
I keep on forgetting Don Han lived in the archives.
Himiko always likes to bring back weird junk and try to fix it.
I'm not gonna lie, we've been on Amphorius for so long that I forgot that he lives inside the archives.
Pom Pom still needs to prepare for the Express's warp jump. You can look around the place yourself. No matter where you go on this train, Pom Pom will always have my eyes on you.
So Himiko and Welch should know about our past. No, I think Himiko has an idea because she knows Kafka. Welt has his own theories, so Welt is not stupid, okay? And maybe Himiko has like let him in on it as well. Welt has the core reason. He's probably the smartest character in all of Honkai, to tell you the truth. As far as just like brain power and, you know, being able to like predict the future, Welt is probably the best candidate, so he probably has an idea based on that. And Welt and Himiko are very close. Like they are, for a married man, they're as close as one can be without like dating. Like, so remember, Welt thinks of Himiko as his student, and like he feels very protective over this Himiko, and I do think it's because she is very connected to the Himiko and HI3, like almost same being connected. And Welt knows, and he has a theory, so that's why he literally he's only here to protect her from the Sky People and to follow us around. He knows something's up with us, so.
Himiko likes using the phonograph a lot. She says it can play melodies from the past.
Welt can't be a genius.
Welt
can't be a genius because he wasn't born in this universe. There is no genius society in HI3. There are people who are called genii or geniuses, like Einstein, Tesla, and they would call Welt that. He was the sovereign of AE, and Tesla and Einstein both reported to Welt directly. In fact, Welt is actually insinuated. I'm going to use the word insinuated. He's insinuated to be smarter than both Tesla and Einstein. What if we were the strongest of the Stellar Hunters? We were. I do believe that. Now, I do believe that we were high-ranking. Firefly looks up to us, but we have to define the strongest, okay? So right now, I think without a doubt, we can say Firefly is the strongest Stellar Hunter in pure strength, okay? Firefly can destroy massive armies by herself. I also believe that Firefly can go toe-to-toe with Akron, even though Akron is more powerful. Firefly is faster, and Akron... Now, none of them pulled out the massive weapons during their fight, but Firefly and Akron, even in base form, literally were equals, okay? And I don't believe that changes as far as, like, fighting each other. Akron would have to land a hit on Firefly, and Firefly would, have to take out Akron's durability, okay? So the thing about it is a fight between them is very fair, and when you throw Firefly's power scaling towards Akron's, you really see how powerful Firefly is. Also, Firefly has over 5,000 years of battle experience. So when you say we're the most powerful, you have to say that it's a power only. I wouldn't say we're the best. Okay, Kafka is very skilled in her own right, but it's mind manipulation. No one would ever consider her powerful, right? But she is a dangerous enemy to go one-on-one with. Or even multi-tag if you have weak minds, right? I think Blade is the least skilled out of all the Stellar Hunters, and I think Immortality has made him weaker because he doesn't care about dying because he's just going to wake back up, so he has become sloppy. As far as all the Stellar Hunters go, I do believe Blade is the weakest and also the least skilled at this point. Silverwolf is very dangerous in her own right. She can literally tamper with the data of reality and like teleport people into black holes, teleport people into random points in space. And if I was going after the Stellar Hunters, Silverwolf would be my first target. I would have to get Silverwolf in one hit in order to win. So I mean, Silverwolf is a very dangerous person, but she's not going to have the durability that Firefly or the Trailblazer or Kafka or Blade has. So you need to take out Silverwolf first, and so she's powerful in her own right. She's very dangerous. So it's a throw up. Alright, anyway, lore aside,
collecting these
who is your
jet
favorite
black
character in
discs.
HSR, not
Seems
counting
like they
the
could
collab
be
characters?
antiques.
So not counting Saber or anything, although Saber still wouldn't be my favorite character. So my two favorite characters, they're tied, and I feel like this is a very basic answer, but I love March 7th, and I love Firefly. I'm not different. The stories are so entwined and everything, and they're tied for my favorite characters. Absolutely. I wish I could give you a better, more unique answer. But they are. I mean, March 7th was the reason I kept on playing this game till Pelconi. I thought she was such a cool character. If March 7th was real in real life, I would want to hang around this girl, whether I date her or like be friends with her. Like, she's that cool of a person.
There seems to be the
And then
sound
Firefly
of
is
electronic
great too.
equipment.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. The door's not
Also, Welt is closely with those characters too. I love Welt Yang. Welt Yang is my favorite guy character, followed quickly by the Trailblazer. But I played the Gora Trailblazer, so I didn't even focus that on my list originally. But Welt Yang is my favorite guy character. So I like Don Han, but he's not on the list of favorites.
Feel free. This is open to everyone on the Express. While many of the roads that Akivili traveled along no longer exist, I think it's still meaningful to record our adventures as current passengers of the Express.
It wouldn't be someone you expect.
Okay,
let me think. I know every HSR character. HSR, as far as the gacha games so far, and I'm memorizing the lores with all of them, so I play all of them. So far, HSR, I know every single character because it is my strongest one. Let's see. Someone I wouldn't expect. Now, I call them stupid nicknames sometimes. You mentioned Yin Yang earlier. Someone I wouldn't expect. Can I get a hint? Is it a guy or girl? Star Rail has one of the rarest forms in these kind of gacha games where there's like a 60-40 split between guys and girls. It's a guy. Okay. I would expect the general, but because you said it's someone I wouldn't expect. Is it the guy with flying swords, the ponytail? I'm not gonna say Walt because he's my favorite, and I would expect that too. So I was right, and that's actually what I was gonna guess from the start, even if you said you weren't gonna give me a guy or girl response, because you mentioned him earlier in the chat, like third chat or something, where you had like so I was all like, wait a second, he mentioned a character earlier. Huh.
The collected data into the archive.
And since so many people like the general, I was all like,
the people and places the Express encounters.
By the way, he's not a bad character. He's a pretty cool character. I like his little rivalry with Miss No Shoes. By the way, I hate characters that don't wear shoes other than Clara, because Clara is based on fate. And she's based on Eisenfield. That's the only reason I like Clara. And no, I've never had Clara. I still don't have Clara in my parties or anything. But I wish they would give her shoes. I wish they would give her Dawn shoes. She's in the snow, and she has no shoes. Also, there's the girl on the Zanju that has no shoes. Why do they not give the character shoes? I think it's supposed to, like, portray like they're innocent because they're younger, so no shoes means you're more innocent. I don't know. I always felt like that's what they were going for, but I hate when they don't give characters shoes.
Contrast them with the existing records. Do you see the terminal over there?
Is he one of the most hated characters? I didn't get that.
Already stored in the databank.
I didn't hate him.
Do give it a go.
I didn't particularly like him. I do like his skill set, like the flying swords. It's very flying swords are very reminiscent in in HI3, as you know, there's a character that's a S-rank Valkyrie that has very much his skill set. Also, Shu Shane in HI3 is very much like our Shu Shane. But I do believe that they are different people, because there was a lot of differences as well.
Choice isn't as elusive as it seems.
Whoa. I guess I don't have a lot of interactive voices. But, ooh, that sent chills. Alright.
Hello. Welcome aboard the Astral Express. My name is March 7th. I'm one of the passengers.
By the way, Devonport
we'll
does this so well.
First, we need to take your induction photo. Did that scare you? Just a joke.
I'm not gonna lie, March 7th is so well voiced by Devonport that I actually thought when I originally started playing last year, I originally thought she was played by Kylie Mills, and I actually know Kylie Mills in real life, but she's the woman in the English dub that plays Amelia from ReZero, and she plays a bunch of other characters that sound just like March, and I actually thought it was Kylie Mills, so good job, Skylar Devonport on March. She totally tricked me. And it's rare for me to be tricked. Also, Ron May is, I also know this voice actress too. Ron May is played by Mal Mal's voice in Apothecary Diaries for the English.
My name is Ram May. When saying my name, please don't run the syllables together.
And she's such a versatile voice actress that you wouldn't guess unless you knew. Like, I don't hear Mal Mal from her, but she's the same actress. Yep. You know, I forgot about, this being a thing over here. I have to go back on, my master file back there and, take a look at the... I remember this for sure, because this is where I get lore stuff, right? So... Okay, March's room.
The door is unlocked. Should I go in?
If they add a spy one. Bro, knowing the voice actor, you evil Cheeto. Yeah, so there's several voice actors I know. I go to 20 anime cons a year, so when you go to so many anime cons, you become friends with them. I know Rom's voice actress really well. I know Ram's voice actress really well. I know Bryce Peppenbrook, in which he plays Inosuke and Demon Slayer and Kirito from Sword Art Online. I've known him for years. Makoto and Danganronpa, Eren from Attack on Titan. I also know Chiyomi Lee, who plays Sailor Venus in the newer Sailor Moon, Crystal, and things like that. She also plays Lucy in Fairy Tail. She plays Asuna in Sword Art Online. I've known them all for years. In fact, I even got to I hear baby stories about her kid all the time and stuff. So yeah, I've known them for years and years and years. In fact, if you called my phone right now and I didn't pick up my phone, you would hear Rom and Ram exclusive voicemail that I'm the only one in the world that has it, specifically for my phone. And then Amelia begs me to pick up the phone for my ringtone, again, exclusively made for me, in front of me. And they did it specifically for me.
Just one look should be fine, right?
Okay, you cheater. No, it's just when you go to as many cons as I do, you can become friends with them. They not everybody. There's some people that never worked out well, like Christina V. I tried to be friends with her, and we're not on bad cases, but she's very standoffish sometimes, and I never know why. So I kind of stopped seeing her just because I just didn't know why. She played Ladybug and stuff like that. And it's funny because I'm really good, peeps with Bryce Peppenbrook, who played Cat Noir. So, again, it could be I saw on bad days or something. I don't know. again, can't be everybody's friend. Alright. Also, I have a picture with Mao Mao's voice actor, and she's dressed up as Mao Mao. Well, again, so I was thinking about sharing some of those photos on YouTube. They're already on my personal Instagram, but a lot of people have been asking me to like share some of the cool con photos I have on YouTube as well. So if you did want to subscribe to my YouTube, which there's no pressure to do so, but if you did want to, then you'll probably see those pictures sooner or later, because I'll post them. Alright. But yeah, I have a picture of me and the voice actress of Mao Mao, and she's actually cosplaying as Mao Mao. Also have some pretty cool stuff of Brianna Knickerbocker, who plays Ron, of course.
Hello! Attention all passengers! Attention all passengers! The Express is about to conduct a warp jump. All passengers, please gather at the main hall. I repeat, the Express is about to conduct a warp jump. All passengers, please gather at the main hall.
Now, I don't fully remember, but I think I remember this, right? I think, if I remember correctly, March has this thing about standing up. We haven't seen it in a long time, because Amphorius has been such a sticking point for such a long time, right? But I think March tries to stand up because it's like a game she plays with herself, and Pom Pom hates it or whatever, but she tries to stand up during the warp jump, and everyone just kind of like looks at her weird. I think this is what is going to happen if I remember correctly. It's so weird not having the mirror around here. Like, later on you get this mirror and you can do like in-game content in it to get more stellar jades. So weird not having it there.
There you are! Wait, this is your first trip! So that should be double the excitement, right? That's the spirit. I was excited the first time I experienced a warp jump too. But I'm used to it now. Don't worry, you'll get used to it too. And before you know it, you'll be a mature and dependable passenger just like me. The first step is to grab a hold of the root cause of your anxiety.
Wait, is Wolf Guy you? I'm guessing Wolf Guy is you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, well, welcome to my YouTube. So, yep.
Well, it is a little abstract, but basically you just need to pinpoint what's bothering you. The second step is to focus all your anxiety on that point. This is science! Don't get distracted.
Also, if you live in the United States and you go to all these anime cons, if you ever... Well, you'll recognize me in the pictures if you ever saw. But I always dress like Doctor Who. I call myself the Doctor of Anime, so I'm almost always in the same cosplay. And sometimes I'll go as Shield Hero, sometimes I'll go as like different cosplays. But I'll always do like Doctor Who, so it's pretty standard to like catch me at a con. I go to all the big ones, so... Yeah, I do Shield Hero cosplay.
Yank out that anxiety and cast it away with all your might.
I have a really good looking shield for it too, and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm friends with Brianna Knickerbocker, right? She plays Philo in Shield Hero. So she's the bird. I had her actually. I have a life-size Philo bird, and I had her sign the collar too.
That doesn't mean it won't work. The best method for relieving anxiety is the one that works, right?
You took long enough. But at least everyone's here now. He won't be here, so just leave him be. Oh yeah, take these. A tiny bonus from the conductor to the passenger. Think of it as an investment in your future growth.
Sounds good. Oh, I forgot about this. I wonder when was the last time I saw Pom Pom. Probably before Amphoreus was done, so I might actually have some more stuff that I could get from it. I forgot all about this because I don't like pom-pom. Like, I actively try to avoid pom-pom. So I forgot about all this. Alright.
Okay, everyone, hurry up and find a place to sit down.
Dude,
Try not to be like March.
By
Always running around the express like a headless chicken.
By the way, I went to ALA a couple weeks ago, like 3-4 weeks ago, whenever ALA was. 4 weeks ago now. I'm like a staple there, right? There was a Sparkle t-shirt, no joke. There was more Star Rail at ALA than there was anime for the very first time ever I saw. Because I guess a bunch of the cosplays for Star Rail were on back order, and now they've all come or whatever. So there's going to be more Star Rail this year than a lot of the time in the past. Like people dressing up as like all kinds of Star Rail. Well, anyway, there was a lot of merch that was more Star Rail than anime too for the very first time. And I found this great Sparkle t-shirt, and I'm playing with the idea of not VTubing on the night that the new patch comes out. Like it's February 14th, right? So I'm thinking about like putting myself on actual camera, which I'm a VTuber because I talk about anime all the time, not because I'm trying to hide my face. So if you look at my older videos, you can actually see me and stuff like that. So anyway, I was thinking about playing as my actual self on February 14th. And again, I'm going to keep VTubing, so it's not a permanent thing, but I want to show off my Sparkle t-shirt because again, I thought we were going to Edo Star, but now we're going to a different place. But we're going to a Latian planet, okay? So, yeah, I'm gonna sparkle it up the night the patch comes out. So
Pom-Pom's going to start the final preparations for the jump.
Nice. My favorite anime of all time is Naruto. I've seen more anime than probably anyone on the planet that you can find. So, again, that's what I tell people. So, you do exist, but unless you have reached 4,000 plus anime, and I'm not talking about episodes, I'm talking about entire series, then you may exist, but I can't see you from where I am. That's what I tell people. In fact, Brianna Nickelbacher was telling me at ALA that I should turn my anime watching into Guinness World Records. So, again, maybe, I don't know. Oh, you did watch over 4K. I have a rival here, guys. I thought I was on a pillar. And I'm not talking about episodes, though. I'm talking about entire series. So I thought I was on a pillar all by my lonesome here. I mean, if this is true, this is something. And I mean, I'm going to take you at your word. If it's true, then I literally have a rival. You're right next to me. You were so close that I didn't see you. Alright.
The universe. The Astral Express. Eons. Did I get dragged into a science fiction movie or something?
So now you're going to talk like Kenshin?
Thing in my body.
Are you trying to catch the stars? I've done stuff like that before.
Aw, that's so sweet. I don't want to skip it.
It wasn't stars for me, though. It was lights.
This is why I wanted to play
the... woke up after being rescued from the ice?
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the things I really wanted to play the guy character. Because I played the girl at first, but all these, like, chemistry between March and Firefly, I really wanted to experience that with the guy character. But I was so bored that I was watch anime that didn't interest in. Yeah, so I watch anime all the time. I can do like 8 series in a week. So sometimes I'll watch 25 episodes to 28 episodes in one sitting. So that's when I get that's on my days off. That's sometimes what I do too. God is number one, but what I do for a hobby, I watch a lot of anime. So God comes first, and then I get to have fun watching anime. So, yep. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if I've ever done 24 hours of anime. I will regularly do 14 to 16 hours of anime, depending on if I'm staying home for the day or something like that. And now that I do YouTube, I have to, you know, split up my time a little bit. But I'll regularly do 13 to 14 hours of anime. I could do 24 hours, but I don't know if I ever, like, told myself I should do it. But yeah, okay, I have a rival, guys. Like, I didn't know people on the planet existed like this. So I'm not going to say that you have watched my anime, but you are in my atmosphere. So you told me your favorite battle will be legendary. I'll have to invite you on my channel sometime, and we're gonna have to like really get down to the nitty gritty of anime and what makes a good anime and stuff. I think someone as experienced as me, we'll bounce off each other really well. But I guess why is let's go back up. I guess because you've seen so many anime, I guess it surprises me that Yusha is your favorite anime. So why is that? It's not a bad anime, but why would it be your favorite?
I reached out.
If you've seen so many. So sometimes people say what their favorite anime is because they haven't seen a lot of other anime. And when you first told me that was your favorite anime, my first thought was, okay, he probably hasn't seen that many anime. It's not a bad anime, but it's not even in my top 200. So why is that your favorite? Oh, I guess I misunderstood that was what anime you were talking about then. You're talking about Shield Hero. Now for me? Okay. You said the Japanese name, duh. Okay. Disregard. So Shield Hero is tied for my third favorite anime, okay? I think season 1 of Shield... Now, Shield Hero is going down for me, okay? They had a really bad third season. And they had a really bad first half of the fourth season, okay? That's what really is starting to dip Shield Hero away from me. But it's tied for my third favorite right now. And the reason is because it has one of the best first seasons in anime of all time, okay? The first 25 episodes of Shield Hero is so perfectly constructed. And so perfectly constructed. And so perfectly paced that I tell new anime watchers to watch the first season of Shield Hero. I do like the second season as well, and I know a lot of people don't. I do like the second season as well. I think the quality really dipped in the third season. The Fallen Hero arc was really poorly done, and I do think the first half of the fourth season, it was really poor. But they picked it up for the last part of the fourth season, and I'm really looking forward to season 5 because they picked it up. But Shield Hero is on a tumbling scale for me. I can see why you like it a lot, but why would that be your favorite out of 4,000 plus anime you watched? Again, it's really high on my list, but I can't ever put that as one. Have you seen ReZero's Starting Life on Another World? Have you seen Apothecary Diaries? Or Freewind? Or Spy Family? Or I really don't want to say Rurouni Kenshin, because even though it is a great remake of an anime, the author is apparently a scumbag. So I don't want to promote that one, but a lot of people like that one. No, so I watch all those anime. So look, I can compare it to. So if we are talking isekai anime. And by the way, isekai was nothing I cared about till a couple years ago, and then I fully dived into isekai, and then I fully dived into romantic anime. Those were the last two genres that I really didn't like have a preference for, because I didn't see a lot in those genres. But like ReZero Starting Life from Another World is my second favorite anime of all time. And then which is why I have all the Amelia, Rom, and Ram stuff. By the way, I'm getting personal paintings done by Dominic Glover of ReZero and Amelia, and I'm gonna post those on YouTube too. So like custom paintings, like this is only for me, it was expensive. But I'm also friends with Dominic Glover, so he gave me a discount. He's a good guy. But anyway, I watch all of them, but Shield Hero grew on me. I could explain it. Okay. So so Shield Hero grew on you, and I love Shield Hero. It has some of the 3 best people in the whole entire anime thing: Philo, Raphtalia, and Naofumi. Okay? They work together super well. Shield Hero Season 3 made Philo and Raphtalia at certain points side characters. Also, Season 4 did that for the first half. So I guess with those down seasons, in my opinion, I don't see it being better than Reincarnated as a Slime, even though I like Shield Hero more than Reincarnated as a Slime. I can't say that it's a better anime than Reincarnated as a Slime. And then ReZero I definitely like more than Shield Hero. Trying to think of other ones. I've seen a lot of isekai, but some of the best anime in the world are isekai, but some of the worst anime in the world, in fact, most of the worst anime in the world are isekai. But there's a lot of good ones out there, but I do think the ones we're talking about is the best of the best. Oh, I meant you couldn't. Okay. Yeah.
Out for them automatically, but they turned out to be the carriage ceiling lights. The whole crew was watching me. It was pretty embarrassing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Before all this, I was stuck in a huge block of ice drifting through space. Himeko and Mr. Yang and... who was it again? Anyway, they figured out a way to melt the ice and saved me.
Oh! I'm so glad I'm replaying this. So I remembered who I was misremembering the name. It's Droid Archives. So we know that Welt came to this leaf with Droid Archives. Or it's very insinuated he did, and then Droid Archives went missing or died, like very quickly afterwards. But she just mentioned like, Himeko found me, Welt found me, and who was the other guy again? That was Droid Archives, the Divine Key from HI3. That was a reference to him right there. What March just said. See, who rescued you from the ice?
Before all this, I was Himeko and Mr. Yang and who was it again?
Who was it? Was Droid Archives. Because they reference Droid Archives a lot in this game as Welt's friend. By the way, Droid Archives and Welt did not particularly like each other, but there must be something before they came to Star Rail in order for Welt to travel with him. Because there was a very tense scene in HI3 where Droid Archives tries to recruit Welt specifically to save the world, and Welt told him no because Droid Archives was wrong in that period.
I don't remember a thing.
But Droid Archives tries to blackmail and underhand Welt into joining him.
Who I am, where I'm from, my name, it's like everything was erased from my mind. March 7th was the day they found me, so it stuck. Ever since then, I've been hanging out on this train and following it to whatever destination it decides to stop at. I'm hoping that one day I can find my past.
Oh.
What am I talking about this for? A way to get everyone down, huh?
By the way, I find it funny in Amphorius that the whole Evernight thing, I was so excited for the Evernight thing because I thought we were going to learn March's Past. We learned nothing about March's Past in it. It's still up in the air, guys. Why was she stuck in the ice? We don't know still.
It's fine. I was the one who brought it up.
And by the way, I'm okay with that. One of March's, like, you can have a bunch of theories right now and stuff, and I don't even have, like, a concrete theory on March yet. I'm kind of waiting for more information, but I'm really, really... I was disappointed when Evernight came out, and it turned out not to be anything about March's Past. But I was actually relieved too, because I think March's Past is one of the best memories in Star Rail. And no, I do not think it should be kept secret forever. But I do think keeping it secret longer is fine.
Cheer up! It's not every day someone gets to ride on the Astral Express.
Yes, exactly.
Here comes the conductor.
The express has reached a safe
But we don't know
distance
what
from
that
the space
means,
station.
like, really means.
We'll be jumping in about 10 minutes.
Until we have
Take
another
please.
character
Both of you.
that we can,
Things could get
that's a
bumpy.
Children of Remembrance, that we can, like,
Thanks,
ping-pong
Pom-Pom.
some references from.
But did you really have
We
to
don't
come
know
and
what
remind
that
me?
means.
I'm not a newbie, you know.
Well, it wouldn't be necessary, but Miss March 7th likes to challenge herself.
Yeah,
and
this is what I
falls
remember.
over every time.
That's just called never giving up.
Never giving up.
Conductor, can I get a juice, please? Thank you.
She would spill it on herself.
We're jumping in 5 minutes. You can have something to drink when it's over.
But I'm thirsty now.
It's really funny because she acts just like a kid. I really like her personality. Like, she's just like, feed me, get me a juice now. Like, she doesn't ask for water. She's all like, get me my Capri Sun now, little thing. Although she likes pom-pom, unlike me. She has a bunch of pom-pom stuffed animals in her room, and she shoots out ice pom-poms.
Jumps are like this. They may feel novel the first few times, but you'll slowly get used to them after a few more. As for the mechanism, well, if you're interested, I'll explain it to you in detail when we have more time. For now, just sit and wait. Remember to close your eyes. It helps with the dizziness.
Walt doesn't like flying, by the way, but he's stuck flying all the time. He's like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Jumps are like this. As for now,
he's stuck flying in any universe he's in because HI3 was an advanced universe. This one, when I say universe, guys, I know it's a Dawn Leaf. Okay, I'm not talking about parallel universes. I know the HI3 fan base is the most passionate fan base on the planet for their fictional game. Okay, I know this from experience, but the thing about it is, when I say universe, I'm not talking about parallel universe. We're on a different leaf, okay? But Welt is stuck on leaves that are only, like, technologically advanced, okay? He's not in Genshin land. He's... So...
Our next stop is a small planet called Eurilo 6.
He probably would like Genshin a lot better.
It's been thousands of years since the last time the Express paid a visit. The databank shows it was a lush and beautiful place. But after all this time, it's possible that dramatic changes have occurred.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be a lush place. We know this. This is going to be Iceland.
Oh, don't worry about me. I just want to see if I can stay on my feet this time. Thanks. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. The key is using your core, waist, and leg muscles. It's not your stance that matters, but your ability to ride the inertia. Well, don't mind me. Find a place to sit down and buckle up. Oh, don't worry about me. It's fine. I'm sturdier than I look. Besides, the ice will protect me. When I'm in danger, I instinctively create ice to protect myself. Though sometimes falling on the ice actually hurts more than falling on the ground. Well, don't mind me. Find a place to sit down and buckle up.
I wonder why that ice didn't come to her aid when she was about to be blasted by the Doomsday Beast. Like, there was no six-phased ice anywhere that happened. Like, we stood in front of her. Maybe it would have came at the last second, but the beam seemed really close.
Don't be silly. This is fun. I like keeping busy. Otherwise, I start obsessing over pointless things. Well, don't mind me. Find a place to sit down and buckle up. Oh, don't worry about me.
Oh, I don't think Pom Pom talks.
Thanks. The key is you. Well, don't mind me.
No Pom Pom. Okay. Which I don't feel bad about. I just don't want to leave anything unturned. I'm looking for lore moments. Don Han locked it. Oh, Don Han is purposely not here. Okay. I knew there was someone missing. So it lets me in the party car, but Don Han, like, locks it. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need to click on everything here. Look like that. You know, I don't even remember what's in this carriage. I know the train automatically extends as far as we need it. Like, those lore with the,
Trailblazing must be tiring. Please sit.
Oh, he's this early into the game. I don't know if I knew that he was this early in the game. But the trailblazing, nah, I don't. He says the same things. The trailblazing, I say he might not. Maybe there's, like, something that he doesn't say later on. I should probably look at that.
Welcome home, dear Nameless. Tiring. Please sit.
Oh no, these I did do those, so maybe I did notice them at the beginning of my last playthrough. Alright, so anyway. I was on a kick about something. I don't even remember what I was saying. I would stand with her. I would probably do that too. Would you allow a cute girl to stand by herself? Probably not.
Hello? Hello, hello? All passengers, please return to your seats.
Like I said, I love her personality. I think her personality is great.
Everyone. I won't fall over. I won't fall over. I won't fall over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think she fell over, right? I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure she did. I would have remembered if she did.
After all those millennia, is this what Uriel 6 has become?
See if she did or not.
Uh-huh. So, that snowy planet is our destination this time?
Yes. Looks like this trailblazing expedition won't be easy.
It will be easier than last time. We have Rune May and Don Han.
Is down to 12%.
We had Archer last time.
Schedule alteration. 7-day stopover time extended indefinitely.
The complex locality of this world has been affected somehow. The Star Rail has been blocked off by something. Take an ordinary train as an example. It's like the tracks up ahead have suddenly snapped, and the way forward leads straight into a collapsing abyss.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this game,
would be to brake hard, right?
Himiko's voice lines were so analytical.
If we try to force our way ahead, there could be a hefty price to pay.
I was all like, I really like her design, but she never does anything.
It's gotta be.
Also, like I said, Himiko's one of the most reserved characters in this game. We've gone through 4 different planets now, and Himiko has barely done anything. That's because they're saving her for like this huge revelation. Again, it goes back to my theory. So this Himiko revelation is going to be big whenever it gets started and bursts. That's why they're saving her so much. You can tell in this game that they are saving her, because she's barely done anything all 4 wards so far. We've had more Welt than we've had Himiko at this point. Well, once we get to Amphoris, we've had a lot more Welt than we've had Himiko. And I feel like we haven't even seen the best of Welt yet, because we know how strong Welt can become, or naturally is, and we just haven't seen it yet. We've had hints of it. Like Akron was very standoffish of Welt at first because she could sense his power. But like I said, we've had hints and glimpses. Yeah, the Celeste trailer, 8 trailer where he's fighting Zephyro, and we've just had glimpses of Welt's power, but he's even stronger than we know. So
the results of the preliminary analysis are here. The anomaly stems from a Stellaron.
And he does have the core reason, and he's not able to fully use it because of the Honkai energy here. But Welt may have figured out how to use 100% of the core, and if he has done that, then he's even stronger than what his base is in Star Rail. Like, he could become the strongest character if it wasn't for the Trailblazer, but the story's not about Welt. Welt is a supporting character, but he is a legend. Just saying it.
As always.
Okay, so back to chat. I would have to stand with her. I think she falls when you go to Falcone or the Loft. Okay. Yeah, I remember her falling now. I remember her being on her butt one time and going, ow. But yeah, it's surprising that they didn't do it here, because we literally get told that this is what she does. But okay.
Yes, just like the one that's been placed into your body.
I think I chose the
Stellarons are clouded in mystery.
Even
Herda isn't able to fully understand them. But there's no need to worry. This isn't the first time our route has been obstructed by a Stellaron. Even if we don't know much about them, at least we know how to neutralize their influences.
The only thing we can say for sure is that their arrival causes massive changes to civilizations and ecosystems. They also generate distortions in space, such as fragmentums. There must be an inextricable connection between the Stellaron we're dealing with here and Urielo 6 becoming a frozen planet.
Did you like the Lafu? I have mixed feelings about the Lafu. I'm obviously going to play again and see if my mixed feelings are warranted. But I remember thinking that I might quit the game during the Lafu. I remember it being cool, like the area, but I do remember some of the characters and just the way the story was going was a lot of fluff and a lot of like directionless. And it wasn't till the end of the Lafu that, like, with the twist with Tangoon and everything, that I thought was incredibly done. It wasn't till the end of the Lafu that I really thought, wow, that ended really, really well. And then Falcone blew me away. Falcone, I said Star Rail was my favorite game during Falcone. That whole place blew me away. But the Lafu made me, like, really think hard, am I still going to play the game? It's not that I didn't like the Lafu. It's just that I thought, that wasn't, like, the best flow of story.
Our current theory is that Stellarons are seeds of disaster, planted by a certain eon throughout the universe. We can't continue to trailblaze without removing the source of the disaster.
Can't the people in the wards affected save themselves? Oh, let's do that.
Right! You finally get what we're all about. Pretty cool, huh?
I do think playing the Gura for the first ward is actually a better
I'd like
dynamic.
to entrust this trailblazing expedition to March, Dan Hung, and you.
The only reason I think it's a better dynamic for here, I like how Star Rail, whether you play the guy or girl, you feel like you're part of the game, like you were always meant to be this character. But for the first mission, I was glad I picked the girl first because I thought the two girls with one guy was actually a really cool dichotomy for, you know, doing a new mission. However, two guys with one girl, I'm not so sure how it's gonna work, but we'll see. We'll see if there's any like differences or anything. I have no idea, so never saw anyone play Callus.
The objective is
except
clear.
for Asmongold, but I only saw bits and parts of his stream. I didn't see anything important.
Aileron responsible for the disaster and the spatial distortions, and bring it back to the Express. We'll deal with the rest.
Awesome! We get to work as a team again. Hey, that's not the spirit.
I'm not gonna lie, I like
So it's
making
still
March
not our
angry.
turn.
Like March's faces when she's angry or like annoyed are some of the best parts of Star Rail. I'm not gonna lie, like her facial expressions are. I feel like they've done more work on her facial expressions than anybody else in the game. Even like, I know Firefly doesn't have as much screen time, but even her facial expressions is nowhere near the caliber of March's facial expressions. It's like her facial expressions are just wonderful. But in the trailer for the next planet, yeah, I saw the trailer last night. Well, there's two trailers that came out recently, and I saw both of them. I did reactions on them, but you know, on my YouTube. But in the trailer for the next planet, literally said declaring war on Nanook, count me in, and he will help or not in another video that's kind of trolled by stabbed Nanook. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't have any problems with anything there. But let's see, literally. Also, you know what's kind of fascinating is, so in the trailer, it's going to be a mission about getting 8 masks, which I'm guessing we're going to get 7 masks and 7 patches, and the 8th one, you know, we'll have a major fight for at the end and stuff. But we're going to get these 8 masks, and you hear March's voice at the beginning of the trailer go, what is it like to be like an Eon for a day or something like that, she says. So if you get all these masks, apparently you become the Eon of Elation, which is weird because there's actually a living Eon of Elation out there. So there has to be some kind of twist going on. But for 1 minute, but if we become the Eon for 1 minute, yeah. Again, maybe that's the prize just for 1 minute. I think it's weird.
I know you
but
really want to go, but we should give the youngsters a chance to get out there
once
on their
the
own.
story flushes
It'll
out a
be
little bit
good
more, I'll have
opportunity for
more
them
to say on it.
bond.
Okay, I didn't
March,
catch
if you
that,
two are
I
ready,
guess. I only
why
saw
not
the
go and
trailer
find
one
Dan
time,
Hung?
so I guess I didn't catch the 1 minute part.
He's probably already started collating the ecological data and survey results for your Relo 6. It's always good to know more about the destination before you start a journey.
Ever since the destruction sowed Stellarons across the universe, many worlds have changed. Nanook, the destruction, Yaosha, the abundance, Terminus, the finality. I've seen and learned a lot in my time, but I still struggle to understand some of the Eon's actions.
Terminus, the finality. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize Walt mentioned Terminus this early on. And again, I do think Terminus and Acavelli are the same Eon. Interesting. By the way, the reason why Welt is having such a hard time, it's not because Welt's dumb. It's because Welt is not from here. So Welt is basically on a crash course to learn everything he can. He already understands more than the average person. But again, he's not from here. If he was born here, if Welt was born here, he would understand everything. He would be on par with Herta as far as like knowledge on the Eons. This is what he's come up with in like 2 years of traveling with Himiko.
Thanks to a brilliant performance, you guys saved the space station from a moment of crisis. Now, the Express is relying on you to get it moving again.
Also, that's why...
Remember,
there are
4 things we do when we arrive at a new world.
That's why Welt was also caught by Sunday's mind control. No one in the HI3 universe has mind control powers or powers of the mind. So Welt will not be caught like that again. But because he's never seen it before, that's why he was easily tricked by Sunday's harmony power. It had nothing to do with being overpowered. It's funny because some player called me because I rickrolled them with the mass. Nice.
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. And I'm sure you'll get along really well with March and Dan Hung.
Yeah, the mass are a really crazy organization. Like, I fully expect to see Vita in Honkai Star Rail sooner than later. I fully expect to see Sampo coming out of retirement. Well, not coming out of retirement, but unleashing his mass powers, okay? Sampo has been playing the idiot for so long. I didn't like Sampo when he was first introduced, which I believe we are going to see him really, really soon in a snow pile. But I was never a fan of Sampo till I learned his backstory.
A planet covered in snow and ice. Will I find my answer here? Whoa! Don't sneak up on me like that. Why are you still here? Go find Don Hung. Exciting adventures are waiting for us. A planet covered... Whoa! Why are you still...
Pom Pom, you talk right now.
Each stop brings its own grand and exciting... Pom Pom can't leave the train...
Pom Pom's so dejected all of a sudden.
Pom Pom hates...
Each stop brings its own...
leaving because...
No, Pom Pom can't leave...
Pom Pom.
So the reason why Pom Pom's always sad when people leave the train is because Pom Pom can't leave the train, but also there's always a chance a Trailblazer does not return, or you know the Trailblazer or the Nameless return, right? They could die. They could choose that this is the last stop. There's a lot of reasons.
Are you doing
why
okay
Pom Pom
after
is
your
not
first jump?
happy about this.
Dizziness or retching are normal reactions. You'll feel better once you get used to it.
At this point, I'll accept the literal. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be the real Eon of elation.
So you have high compatibility with the Express. I went through the Express's database, and it's...
If you want me to be canon with you, the one person who should win the 8 mass wouldn't be us. It would actually be Sparkle, or we're going to give it to Sparkle. It has to do... Again, this is a theory I have, and it may come true and it may not come true. I'm not betting my reputation on this. This is not my Himiko theory. This is not my Honkai theory. This is not anything I'm basing my reputation on. Okay, I'm batting 100% right now. This is not one of those. But I'm gonna put out the idea. So it's not really a theory. I'm gonna put out the idea that Sparkle is gonna be the one with the 8 mass. And this is why. So if you look at her character trailer, she asks, who is Elation? Well, I'm Elation, and it would actually be a full circle moment for Sparkle on her story. No, but the thing is, we may let Sparkle win. Like, so Sparkle is a friend of me now. She visits the train. If you have Sparkle in your party, she actually comes and visits your train. So she's not an enemy anymore. She was an antagonist during Falcone, but she's not that way anymore. She's like a friend of me. Like, she texts you on the phone and you don't hate her.
Seems the environment on Eurilo 6 has undergone drastic changes in the past few centuries.
I feel like we team up with Sparkle. I think Sparky may end up being an antagonist. Like, Sparky is a different entity than Sparkle. I'm 98% sure. And then you're gonna have Sampo coming in and out somewhere, I'm sure, because Elation is his too. I don't think there was a leak about Sampo getting a 5-star character somewhere inside this whole thing. And if he gets the 5-star character now or later on, but I feel like we need to have some Sampo lore going on here. Sampo may even be the Eon. We don't even know. We know he's amassed. We know that he is that Sparkle looks up to him somehow. We know that he was very powerful. But we don't know much after that. See, look at that. I knew that ahead of time, guys, that Sparky and Sparkle were not going to be the same person. When someone told me that's Sparkle's new form, I was all like,
He said so?
I
Considering
didn't even
the
know she
spatial
was going to be the
obstacles
first
that the
boss.
Star
I
Rail
had
has
no idea.
encountered, it's highly possible. I've conducted a preliminary survey and found that there's one area with a relatively normal temperature on the surface of the planet. By normal, I mean a temperature that just about allows for human survival. If I had to choose a site for initial investigation on this trailblazing expedition, that would be it.
Oh, Don Han actually did all the research.
If I know Himiko, she's not gonna let you stay behind. You're new. I'm sure she wants to get you started with some first-hand trailblazing. Don't worry. With March around, you are guaranteed an eventful expedition. I assume the trailblazing objective this time is to find the stellar...
By the way, I do think... So, I thought Belobog was very average for the start of the game the first time I played through it. The whole orphanage thing is so overplayed, but now that I have played HI3, I understand why that orphanage is overplayed. I do think Belobog could have done better with pacing, but I do think as far for a first story in a new game, I think Belobog stands out as one of the best introductions to a first story in a game. I have some nitpicks about it, but it's nitpicks. It's not
right?
Overdone.
I see.
And like I said, even my nitpicks about the Lafu, I'm gonna slowly go through the story of the Lafu again and see if my nitpicks are actually valid about it. But again, my Belobog, I'm pretty certain that that my Belobog analysis will be right. But we'll go through it again.
You should find March. I'll join you two once I'm ready.
Okay, there's March. Let's get our Stellar Jades. We got some Sparky to play gambling with when she comes out and stuff like that. So we need all the Stellar Jades. Sparky will be okay. So, or maybe they are the same person, but not the same time. Like Tribs that got separated in 100 1000. I don't quite remember. It was 1000 for her, but Sparky and Sparkle, they get separated into because Sparky boss have white and black hair. It's possible now that you said that, but it could be also like Sparky is like a sister entity to Sparkle as well. Like the masks are total. So we do know that there is between Sparkle and Sparky, there is some kind of familiarity with them, right? Both of their powers that we've seen so far mirror each other's powers. Remember, we do have another mask that we can compare these two to. We have Sampo and Vita, right? So Vita got recruited by the mask, and so she is officially one of them, and she's literally like the goddess of Venus as far as HI3 lore is. And she's probably somewhere in the Star Rail universe now that she's joined, right, during the collaboration. But So so being a mask doesn't mean you all have the same powers. Sampo's powers is going to be very different than Sparkle's powers and Sparky's powers, but Sparkle's and Sparky's powers are very closely entwined. But again, Vita has different powers, Sampo has different powers. So out of the 4 that we know that are part of this organization, Sparkle and Sparky has similar powers, okay? So whether they're a part of each other, but again, I feel like they're more like sister entities than they are actually the same person. But again, anything's possible. We don't know Sparky that well. Sparky is a brand new character. It's not like we've seen her in lore before, so all we have is guesses. And we don't even know if Sparky's working for the masks. I feel she is. But we've only seen Sparkle go around recruiting like Vita and stuff. We haven't seen Sparky do anything. And then we have Sampo, who we know is retired. He's not currently part of the organization.
Did you talk to Don Hung? How'd it go?
Or if he is part of the organization, it's a very minimum place, and that's his choice. He was more. I'm convinced that Sampo is more powerful than Sparkle before he retired.
Really? I find that hard to believe. Relax.
I believe
Don
that
Hung-
Sparkle looked up to Sampo and things. That's why she always turns into Sampo when she's like messing with us.
and I are experienced trailblazers. We got your back. Well, are you ready?
She also outs Sampo on purpose, probably to bring him back. Like, she's recruiting people like Vita. She's probably trying to get Sampo back into the organization. She literally outs Sampo to Black Swan during the Black Swan quest.
When I first saw
And that
this
was her main
planet,
objective, by the way.
I thought, a world covered in ice. Could it have something to do with my past? Now I can't stop thinking about it. Still, the ice that trapped me was six-phased ice, a very rare substance. I don't think you can find it on your average planet.
No, the only place we've seen it, actually, there might have been one other place. I don't remember. I would have to like look it up. I think we've seen maybe a shard of six-phase ice somewhere that was not coming from March. But again, it was a very, if we did, it was very little cutscene. I don't 100% remember though. That might actually be your homeworld. We won't know. Okay, that's what I would actually say.
To be honest, I think I'd be kind of annoyed if I found out this was my homeworld. It looks freezing. Pretty girls aren't frost resistant.
Except for you, you're literally frost resistant. Like, she is probably immune to the cold, which is why she wears a skirt
Is there
to the
something
ice
on my
planet.
face?
Nah, I was just imagining all the fun we're gonna have here.
I feel sorry for this world. First the Stellaron, and now you.
I love this banter. It's great. Let's go.
All right, here comes the Yarilo 6 Trailblaze team.
What a stupid name for a planet, though. I just call the planet Bellabog, just like the city. It's just Bellabog, guys. It's not Yarilo 6. What a Star
Yarilo
Wars
6.
junk name.
We're here.
What a Star Wars junk name.
It really is one big snowball.
Seems like a planet Anakin would have
Well,
visited.
the Trailblaze path grants us faint power. It allows us to better adapt to harsh environments.
It's Tatooine's sister planet. It's just ice instead of sand.
Snow as far as the eye can see. Which direction should we take?
Based on the coordinates, the target should be up ahead.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Do you want to mention the time we smashed a hole through Taikian Stadium? Or shall I?
Please stop bringing that up. Let's just say that landings and crowds don't mix.
I hope we get to see that. Like, I hope we get to see some of these memories with Don Han and March 7th. Not that they should be together, because my Trailblazer should be with March 7th. But Firefly or March 7th. Don Han can have the other one. But the thing about it is, right, I feel like I really want to see some of these memories, and I would like to see some of these memories. Like a story of Don Han and March, like when they first find her and stuff. I think that would be such
Unless you enjoy Trailblazer.
I think that would be such a cool DLC. Like March, like you play as March, and it's like first time she's on the train, the first few missions, like even you can even hit Evernight every once in a while and stuff like that. I think it would be such a cool like side thing to do.
Blazing through 2 weeks of community service.
I said drop it.
Remember, we should stay vigilant. We know very little about this world.
Calm down. Between the three of us, nothing will stand in our way. I mean, come on. You've got a Stellaron in your body. I have my special 6-phased ice powers. And Don Han, he's got that mysterious past thing going for him.
So does March, and so do we. All three of us has the mysterious past thing. Also, you know what I find is funny? They knew Don Han was going to be the least interesting out of this trio. So they literally just kind of like, was all like, we're going to the Lafu. Here's Don Han's past, everyone. We still don't know the Trailblazer's past fully, and we don't know March's past fully. But we know all about Don Han. We know like 95% of his life.
So if people start creating trouble for us, they're gonna regret it.
Don Han literally has every power. Like,
so how long does
you know what? It's really funny about this game. For us knowing so much about Don Han, and they know that he was not going to be as popular as March or the Trailblazer. Don Han is extremely popular, by the way. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not as popular as the other two. He's not going to be, okay? But he has more forms than they do. Like, how did this happen? He has 2 5-star forms.
Titus last. Let's go. Braving the unknown? That's the real spirit of trailblazing.
I guess I'm wrong about that. The Trailblazer has more forms, okay? The Trailblazer does, but I mean, how did Don Han get more forms than March? Well, actually, that's not true either, because Don Han has 2 5-star forms, but March has a 5-star form and 2 4-star forms.
Zing?
And March is
still hasn't been corroded.
And March is the only character that has like that I know of, unless you guys know of another one.
I fear the Stellaron may be exerting a significant influence on this world.
We'll wait for them to talk. I don't want it. Okay, but I feel like March has a unique thing where she has 2 different forms that she can switch between them in her 4-star state. But I think she's the only one, so maybe my little analysis is not as perfect as it could be, but it's still decently accurate. You realize I've been playing this whole time, and I think this is the first battle that we've had. Been a lot of story.
Reach.
Well, I remember this thing. Yeah, so these things is how we get our material for leveling up people. Some of the materials. Yep. We'll do a fight here. Wait. Okay, so I do have the other one on here. Okay. I don't want to do all these. But we'll do some.
Tough luck running into me.
Actually, I don't need to shield with March anymore. So when I played this game the first time, I used the 4-star March so much because I didn't have a shielder.
Some value, I suppose.
And honestly, till Dawn Han came out, I still didn't have a good shielder. I missed Aventurine and stuff, so Dawn Han shielding, this playthrough is going to be so much easier than my first one. Especially against the Knights of Beauty. Now, I don't know how to play Ron Mei. I have her on both accounts now, but I didn't get Ron Mei till like on my main account like 3 weeks ago, okay, when they started giving us like gold tokens for like a bunch of these characters. So I don't have a lot of experience with her. I heard that she makes the game super easy like early on, so we're gonna try her out, and I assume it's this special
Eternal.
You're annoying.
So she boosts damage too. I like how March attacks for other people's shields too.
Let's make it quick.
We have the edge.
Her attack is not flashy.
I'll endure.
We'll see what her mega attack looks like.
Tough luck running into me.
It doesn't matter. That passive dragon has more shielding than me.
Rules are made to be broken.
I wanted to see
in
Room
life's garden.
I was about to say, when we got to the Lafu, I thought we would have gotten a hunt form. Yeah. Purda's space station got destruction into got preservation. Give me a sec.
Waiting means
Gotta clear
change.
my throat a little bit. Jiro got preservation, Lafu got nothing, Pelconi got harmony, and Enforced got remembrance without forgetting that Pelcona will surely give us elation. Yeah, no, the Trailblazer will give us all that. Also, I believe we're gonna have more than 6 forms. It's not like one of my longtime viewers, he was sure that the game was gonna end, and once we got like the 6th mirror for the Trailblazer, and I was all like, no, they're just gonna unlock more. There's nothing that says we know all the paths in the game. One of the things that they've alluded in Star Rail is that there are lost paths that we don't even know about, that's connected to eons we don't even know about. So no, I think there's going to be some paths that are going to open up that we don't know. I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, and this is just an educated guess, I think when everything's said and done, we'll have 10 mirrors at the very least. And I do think that there might be a part 1 and a part 2 to this game, just like Honkai the 3rd. So when they do finish with the Trailblazer, and they're not going to take the Trailblazer away from you. This isn't like a Kiana moment, okay? But there might come a point when you have to play a different character, and then you'll see your character in the part 2 version and stuff. But again, they're not going to fully take away your character like they do with Kiana. So I do think you will be able to control your character again, but there might be a portion of part 2 where you cannot control your Trailblazer character. We'll see what they do, but I think it's going to follow a lot of HI3 stuff. I do think that there will be part 2 to this game.
Will be swept away by the wind of time.
Ooh, I really like that. Okay.
Dragons, obey this order.
Oh, that's cool. I have seen this before, but I don't remember if I actually looked at it because I was doing super fast mode. That's super cool.
Calamity undone, soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
Told ya I
mode.
could
It's really
fight.
hard to look at not
Gotta
super
try
fast
hard
mode.
some.
right
Watch
now.
this awesome move.
Let's make it quick.
I used to play not super fast mode till Falcone, guys, because I was all like, the graphics look
Try that again.
spectacular and everything. And now that I gave in during
Told ya I could
Falcone,
fight.
I can't go back. I would have to like work on it going back. I actually don't need to.
Let's
do that.
go.
My purpose is to protect. Earth shatters, heaven trembles.
Some value, I suppose.
Try that again.
His shielding is just like on another level. I'm gonna have to think about. I don't think I'm gonna do it. He's not gonna be on my main team, but he'll be on a team. But
There's more
I
to
have
life.
like 3 teams of Star Rail now. I have Castris and the pink hairs. I have my team 1, and then I have the Don Han team. I'm gonna make probably.
Waiting means change.
Heard space station got destruction. Oh yeah, that's the Trailblazer.
You can't run. My turn.
Dragons, obey. Soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
I'm not gonna lie, this playthrough's gonna be so easy with
Let's
Don
make
Han.
it quick.
The Knights
My
of Beauty
strength
was
isn't what
actually
it
my
was.
hardest thing in the past, and the shielding is just gonna make it incredibly easy.
Try that again.
Even the Sunday fight is gonna
Told ya I could
be really
fight.
easy. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
I don't
My
think I'm gonna pull
purpose
for
is to
Saber because I have
Some
Saber
value, I
on my
suppose.
main account,
Enjoying yourself?
Can't run.
so I kind of want to try different
Try
things.
that again.
My strength isn't what it was.
There's more to life.
Tough luck running into me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
This is our chance.
Try that again.
Okay, we're done with that for a while. I just wanted to use some batteries. So, all right. When I didn't read the instructions before, when I first saw that plant, I just did one battle
Let's make
of
it
every
quick.
plant, and I didn't realize what it was. And now that I do know, I want to make sure that I use my batteries for that.
Just a scratch.
I won't need them
Reach
for,
the end of the story in your own way.
for a while. All right. So we're just getting a head start. I want to take a look at some stuff. I'm being a little bit more adventurous than I was the first playthrough. Oh, can I go straight to Belvoir? There's no way. There is no way they're going to allow me. Okay, so he's not. There's no way. Like, this is the way to Belvoir. I'm surprised I got the space anchor. This is a giant tease. It's gonna, yeah. See, there's an invisible wall here. They do not expect you to not go find Sampo. It would have been crazy if they allowed you to do it, and then Sampo comes in like halfway through the story later. I had to give it a try. I really hated this character first time we saw him.
Hey, get out of there or you'll shiver to death. Holding your breath won't help.
I got this, March.
Let's not poke
someone's
balls.
got their head stuck in the sand. Or the snow in this case. They just need a helping hand.
Ouch! My fine fellow, was that really necessary? Is crawling around in the snow a crime these days? I mean, come on, surely. It doesn't warrant a spearing.
It might warrant a spearing.
But then again, how can I blame you? I mean, I caught you off guard. It had to happen. You could even say I deserved it, huh? Besides, I made a gallant group of new friends as a result. Is Captain Japard around? He's an old buddy of mine.
Who?
Wait, you're not Silvermane Guards? Well, why didn't you say so? Turns out we're on the same side after all.
Yeah, no worries. It was a pleasure talking to you
Pleasure
and
to
meeting
meet
you
you.
today,
The name's
Chicken.
Sampo
I'll see
Koski.
you around for sure.
Excellent, I'll remember the name. Never thought I'd run into
And I don't
friends from
blame
the
you,
same line of
Chicken.
work
We
out
can
here in this
all only
frozen
have so much
wasteland.
Sampo in our lives.
Business is bad these days, but fear not, Sampo Koski isn't interested in hoarding. There's more than enough treasure to go around, so let's get rich together. Say, why don't we join forces? I have reliable intel the main strength of the Silvermane Guards is being deployed to the front line. This is a golden opportunity. Come now, friends. I can understand the mistrust, but there's no need for the charade. Then again, I know the rules. Vigilance is the name of the game in our profession. It's my fault for letting my enthusiasm and sincerity get the better of me. Anyway, a meeting like this has to have been written in the stars. Ask me anything you like. I won't skimp on the details. Still make it snappy. You're never more than 10 feet from a Silvermane Guard. You really don't know? The Silvermane Guards are Bellabog's soldiers, enforcers, and police. Let's just say they're not the most flexible of people. And they like paying visits to folks in our line of work. Seems like you guys really are new to the business. To be young and naive again. How about this? As a senior in the field, which I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I'll give you some free guidance. There are ways of doing things in this profession, and you better get familiar with them. Moving in the shadows, finding the goods, pricing your stock, hiding from the guards. There's an art to all of it.
No need. Why don't you just take us to the city? We don't really know the way.
The city? Already? They haven't even started trading yet. Well, showing you the way is easy enough, Missy, but it would cost. But it would be my pleasure. Kindness is Sampo Koski's middle name. Follow me, friends, and keep quiet. We don't want to be spotted by the guards.
So why were you hiding from the Silvermane Guards?
Yeah, we're just storing a few relics away from prying eyes. Nothing serious. If it weren't for the uncompromising nature of our civil service, there'd be no need for secrecy. So whereabouts you guys from, anyway? I don't mean to pry or anything. I just care about my friends. No pressure. Rule number 7, never leave a footprint. I have my own special technique called invisible snow walking. Helps me throw off pursuers in no time.
Who are they?
You remember the Silvermane Guards I mentioned? That's them! Help me, old friends! I don't want to be caught!
It's the suspect and his accomplices. Arrest them!
They're not strong enough to catch Sam. We know that now. He's playing
now
us.
or never!
We're gonna save the super abilities for
Hey,
for
who do you
Gerard.
think you're?
My purpose is to protect. Mountains roar, dragons rise!
You can't run!
Gerard's gonna be running so fast.
Tough luck running into me! You can't run! You're annoying! My turn!
Let's go.
My strength.
Dang, what great cinema. Man, that gave me goosebumps too. I don't remember all the cinematics or anything. Like, that's great cinema. This guy looks so much like more of a boss than he actually is.
Captain of the Silvermane Guards, order you to relinquish your futile resistance.
I'm not.
That Sampo cheated us all. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Yeah. So draw.
Suspect.
Gerard.
Relinquish your resistance.
I'll let them finish talking.
So I'm a criminal, huh? Forget Sampo. Wait until I get my hands on you.
So this is actually so much like Japard right here is a soldier of this backwater, you know, kingdom, I guess you could
What's
say.
wrong? Afraid of what I might do?
I love how March taunts him. March is so pissed right now. I think that's a good detail in this, but like I was saying, Japard looks so much more of a boss than he actually is. He's strong, don't get me wrong, but he is, compared to other people in the galaxy, he's so low on the totem pole. But his design is so much of a boss. Alright.
Every petal in life's garden
I guess we start out here.
will be swept away by the wind of time.
I wonder if they made it go slow on purpose. That's fine. We'll take bosses maybe slow, because I feel like there might be some stuff that we might miss if we don't. What is this? I don't know if I ever looked at that. Okay. I feel like this is new. I could be wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing that stuff. What do I want to do next?
Dragons, obey the calamity undone, soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
Oh, he's really weak to the main character.
Rules are made to be broken!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Alright, so now we do our main attacks.
Batter up!
In the name of preservation!
That is such a cool, like...
And the prime suspect? The one with the blue hair?
We only went through one,
Apologies,
turn.
Captain.
That's okay.
We lost him during the pursuit. We can't find his footprints.
No matter. We have his accomplices. He'll be close by, plotting his next move.
As in, forever. I'm not trying to talk our way out of this, but we're not friends with that scoundrel. Did you see how fast he ditched us? We We rescued him from the snow out of the kindness of our hearts. We had no idea he might be using us to get past you. Are you really dumb enough to fall for his...
I'm a captain, not an adjudication panel. As a Belobog citizen, you have the right to defend yourself, but that can only take place under the scrutiny of the architects, not now. Take them away.
March is so
But we're
annoying.
not from Belobog.
Silence! What kind of nonsense are you?
As you were. We must not be tempted into careless judgment. Look at their attire. Indeed, it is not in the Belobog style.
Exactly! And we even have photos! You've probably never seen what your planet looks like, right? I took this one. Behold, Yarilo 6.
You mean to say that this white ball that's here, that's our home? How can that...
It is said that a long time ago, strange visitors from beyond the sky would visit us here. But that after the eternal freeze, the blizzards made passage impossible. And Belobog would cease to witness such arrivals.
But these people are...
This decision is beyond us. If what they say is true, then only the Supreme Guardian may decide their fate. Our job is to present them before her. Nothing more. Outsiders, follow me. Belobog lies beyond this blizzard. Welcome to Belobog, the city of preservation.
Hey, it feels like it got a bit warmer.
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Last bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world
The
ablaze.
anti-matter
was
legion,
turned
they
to
actually
scorched
let
earth,
us know right away.
with raging infernos and billowing towers of
I actually
smoke
didn't pick that
stretching
up
beyond
my
the
first
horizon.
playthrough.
In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without
It makes
warning.
sense because they follow Nanook.
Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards
And
which
Nanook
buried
is
the
the one
invading
that planted
legion.
the Stellar. That makes
Belobog
sense.
was all that remained.
That
The
makes
steadfast
100%
architects
sense.
built this city. Under the protection of Klepoth, the preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
He's sure saying some weird stuff.
Yep. Especially
Marked
Quick
change in
Pause
tone.
is not around.
Sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
March is
So why is he telling us all this?
March is less amused.
You wanted to know.
Forgot I switched to Lumiere. Okay, so this
We
is
saw
what
strange creatures outside the city. They must have come.
he's talking. I want to hear it. A sec. I don't remember seeing a claim all button when I played this the first time.
From a tear in corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
I want to hear what those say.
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silver Mane Guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, but I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter. We're lacking in intel.
Okay, so this is what I want to do for tonight. So I normally play multiple games like Arc Knights or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Impact the Third or ZZ. What I'm going to do tonight is we're going to finish this stream now, and I'm going to eat dinner, but I'm kind of on a Star Rail kick. I'm super excited to be playing this again. So I'll probably come back and play Star Rail at a later point tonight, but I'm gonna go get myself dinner and then I'm gonna enjoy and eat dinner. So whenever that finishes, I'll plan to play Star Rail a little bit longer after that. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching and everyone that will watch in the future. As a reminder, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see every single stream, every game I play. If you want to relive the memories or you just want to see my reactions to some of these, most of the games I play are blind playthroughs. So you go here, you go to my live list, it's every single stream. I don't delete any of them, every single one. And then, of course, the playlists for them are in the playlist area. Again, feel free to browse, do anything like that. I'll throw the link for the playlists in chat real quick on all the platforms. And let's get kicked too. Alright. So that's all the platforms. Thank you again. You guys have been a wonderful audience as always. If you want to see me play more, again, I do plan to play more tonight. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.